Hi all, welcome back. I'm talking about rather an astrological topic today, but I feel it's something that everyone needs to know, and I know it'll be useful. What I'm talking about is the impact of the moon in our lives and the tithis. So, like always, I'd like to thank my Jyotish gurus and my spiritual gurus for parting knowledge, and I'm truly grateful. So, let's start. So, you see, the moon, it's scientifically proven that on a full moon night, more women deliver babies, more women go into labor, the waves go crazy, there's more possibility of storms. So what there's a pull that the moon has on the water element at the water part of the environment of the earth. So it's scientifically proven that there's a um, pull, there's an impact the moon has on the earth. But what astrology says very clearly is that the moon's position also affects the mind. It also affects us because we also have the five elements in our body, right? Water is very much a part of us, more so in women. So which is why women are more prone to mood swings. Well, some people might think it's a very sexist statement, but I beg to differ. It's not sexist, it's rather scientific. Women have more percentage of water in their body, hence, the effect of the moon is more on the women, which is why women are more prone to experiencing problems related with moods and how they are feeling with the changing moon. Now, there will be at least minimum three nights, 3 days, 3 nights in a month where you feel that there's something off. So these are nights where you might feel, either very low or energy. You may feel confused. You may feel fearful. These would be nights where you feel restless. You feel confused. So these 3 nights that I'm talking about are the three very significant tithis in a month. Now, what are tithis? Coming back to that. Tithis, the word tithi means date, right? So tithi is referred to the lunar calendar, the lunar date. When you look at the sky, you see the moon is changing its position from a full circle to a half circle to a semicircle. It's changing, right? So the movements are 15 plus 15 is equal to 30. That's 1 month. So these movements are basically the sun moving towards the moon moving towards the sun while rotating the earth, and then the moon moving away from the sun towards the other dark side, right? So when these movements happen astronomically, that's how the moon keeps changing its shape. Now these movements from one day to the other are called tithis in Jyotish. Now, the tithi has huge significance because the tithi of each day is governed by a certain element, by a certain planet, by a certain vibration. Which is why in 30 days, no 2 days are the same because the tithi is different every day. Every day, the moon is new, which is why you feel mentally different and new every day. See, it's very important to understand this. So especially, for patients who consult me with their charts that have afflicted moons, which means these are people who are struggling with some form of mental disorder from birth, or they are going through depression. So the moon in their life is already playing a negative role. It's not strong. The mind is not strong. The mind is naturally wavering. For these people, these 3 days that I've been mentioning are harder than the others. So patients who come to me who have these afflictions in their birth charts, I suggest that they do remedies for especially for these 3 days so that they can sail through these days peacefully. What are these 3 days? The three significant tithis in a month is Ashtami, Purnima and Amavasya. Actually, Ashtami would come twice, the dark half and the lighter half. The Shukla Paksh and the Krishna Paksh. The dark half where the moon is reducing is called Krishna Paksh. The bright half where the moon is increasing is called Shukla Paksh. So, Shukla Paksh is from Amavasya to Purnima. Every day the moon is growing till it's full on Purnima. And the dark half moves from Purnima to Amavasya, where it reduces each day till there is no moon or new moon. Now, for what we believe is that Amavasya, being the darkest part of the moon, is a very difficult night. It's a night where if you have afflictions naturally in your chart, which means if you have issues mentally, that you're going through some mental struggles in your life, just Google the Tithis. You know, Amavasya is tomorrow. Tomorrow, be careful. Don't take significant decisions. Don't get into conflict. Avoid troubling your mind. Let Amavasya be over. Trust me, the next day you'll feel fine. You will not feel the world is coming to an end. You will not feel traumatized by anything. You'll feel better. The good part about the moon is it changes every day. So remind yourself when you're going through a difficult tithi or a difficult day in your life, that I'm feeling like this today, but I will not feel like this tomorrow. Have that faith and move on to the next day. Remember, the moon gives you new energy every day, and that is the importance of tithi in our life. So my main reasoning of talking about tithis was to make you understand that when you look at the moon, you can see what kind of impact it has on you. You know, when it's really, really small, it's the beginning of the paksha. When it's getting bigger, it's towards the end of the paksha, it's getting bigger, it's heading towards Purnima. Purnima is supposed to be the most auspicious day of the month. The moon is really in its full form, it's bright, it's vibrant, it's a great night to meditate, to create positivity in your life, to start new chanting or pujas, to start auspicious things. Amavasya is the darkest night, so it's a night you should avoid getting into too many things. Just lay low and slide past it. The next day is going to bring you better options. So just remember, just as the moon moves every night and brings you new energy, so will your life be. And on difficult nights, try chanting. I put in a link about chanting and one explaining meditation. The mind can only be controlled with these two, the chanting part and the meditation part. So if it's really troubling you, recognize that the turmoil is here and not in the environment. Sit down, sit east facing anytime, start chanting. In case you want any information about mantras, about meditation, any questions you have my email address at the description below. Please feel free to email me. I hope this benefits you. All the best, and do remember to share my information and my videos with others. Do subscribe. I don't upload very often, but I will upload every now and then, and soon I will be bringing in the second quarter predictions as well. So do remember to subscribe to my videos. Thank you very much.